Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today, excited to bring this video to you. It is Temecula or Murrieta. I get this question a lot. Being totally honest, we love both cities. It's more of just a preference on what you're looking for, and I'm going to go over those things in this video and hopefully help you, especially if you're from out of state or not from Southern California, make an informed decision on maybe what area would be best for you. If you are interested in Temecula, make sure you subscribe. This channel is all about Temecula. We do 2 or 3 videos a week, and we try and keep them as helpful as possible. We also now have on every single one of our videos, we have a home search in the description. All you need to do after the video, if you're interested in looking at home values or what you can buy, just click on the link and it will take you directly to that. We don't ask you to sign up. Just keep us in mind. If you do plan on moving to Temecula, make sure you reach out, or please reach out to us. My name is Joel. I'm broker and owner of Greenleaf Real Estate. My wife is a licensed appraiser. We have you covered every which way. So yeah, thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get into the video. So I just wanted to start off the video just showing you some home data for both Temecula right here and Murrieta right here. None of this is going to really pertain to anybody, and it's not important. What is important to you guys is the median sales price. I have the option of doing 1, 3, or 5 years. I just kept it at 3 years. Did a line graph to show you month by month from 2017 all the way up to 2020. And as you can see, it's pretty steady in regards to when one moves up, the other moves up as well. And you're going to have, anywhere from, as you can see here, over a 3-year period, you're going to have a 10% growth rate in Temecula as opposed to a 4.8% growth rate. So it's sort of, you're getting a home in Murrieta that's a little less expensive on average, as you can see as I go through this line graph. But your return on investment is about half. Okay, so number one, if you are not from around here, this should be really high on your list. And you really need to think about this when you're moving to Southern California. Where are you working and where are you living? If you are working in, let's say, around LA, Riverside, Orange County, I would highly suggest that you give Murrieta a look, because it's going to cut off 30 to 40 minutes depending where you are in Temecula off your drive every day. It gets old very fast being in your car. If you haven't experienced Southern California traffic, you'll probably last 6 months and then you'll be done. So just forewarning everybody, again, Murrieta if you're working north. Now, if you're working down near San Diego, Temecula really is a commuter type city. I would go as far as coming down here and driving the area, at 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Drive the 15, drive the 215, see, the traffic, what you're going to be able to handle, what you think you can handle. Okay, growth. I hit it on a little bit before. This could be a positive or negative depending on, how you look at it. It's going to be positive in way of home values. Obviously, home values are going to rise the more people that want to move here. It's negative for the people that have lived here for 20 years and they see the city transforming and they really came here for the country type living, really off the beaten path, and now it's just not that. But having said that, it's still very relaxing. There's still the wine country. There's still a lot of homes that are 1 to 2 acre parcels in Temecula. So, for a lot of people, you still do have that country feel. For the people that have lived here for 30 years, they're going to disagree with you because it has changed. But both Murrieta and Temecula have grown tremendously. So as a real estate investment, both are going to, in my opinion, do very well over the next 15 or 20 years. Okay, so next is your lifestyle and hobbies. I would say, again, they're both very similar. If you want horse property, both Murrieta has La Cresta, Temecula has Meadowview, Los Ranchitos. So that's covered in either city. Golf courses. Murrieta has a private course, which is Bear Creek. My father and mother-in-law lived there for many years. They loved it. So that is definitely an option if you're a golfer and if you want to live on a golf course. In Temecula, we have Temecula Hills, Red Hawk, and then a bunch of other courses that nobody really lives on. But both Murrieta and Temecula have a great golf scene. Okay, so next up we have things to do, and although both cities have a lot to do and a lot to offer, I'd give the edge to Temecula on this. Obviously everybody knows about the wineries, but besides that, Old Town Temecula is, a little bigger than Murrieta's Old Town. And you have the casino in Temecula, which is not just a place to gamble. There's an RV park, there's concerts, there's a pool, there are comedy nights. So we personally enjoy going there on a Friday. We don't even really gamble, but there is stuff to do. Restaurants, again, gonna give the the winner here to Temecula. Lots of restaurants here. I mean, there's 400 choices. It's just insane. So those are just some of the things that both cities, have, but I would give the edge to Temecula in just having more of things to do. Now, on the flip side to that, if you're somebody that doesn't really care about having tons of restaurants and an old town and wine country, Murrieta is going to be obviously a little less busy. There's not as many vacationers. There's not as many day trippers that come to Murrieta. They're coming here to go to those places. So, Murrieta might be a draw to you because it is a little less busy. It's just a matter of, again, what you're wanting. Okay, schools really doesn't matter. Both cities are, and it's a simple search. I'll just Google Murrieta schools, Google Temecula schools. You're going to find that the ratings are anywhere from 8 to 10 and are in the top 20% of all of California for test scoring and overall ratings. I really, I don't personally have kids in school, but I've heard enough that the majority of people are happy in both cities, and the school system is really good. So you can't go wrong either city, and obviously that's a good thing. Safety, again, very similar. You can look at stats online, but when you're in both of these cities, it doesn't matter what city you're in, you feel safe in both of them. I have many times compared, living at the beach to Temecula. I personally feel, like it's safer here, especially when it comes to the drugs and the petty theft and stuff. When we lived at the beach, our cars would get broken into a lot. Even though we lived right almost on the beach, I would never let my wife actually walk on the beach trail at night. There would just be absolutely no way. Here, I would have no problem with her walking up and down Old Town, at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Really safe, and it's nice to know, and you don't have to worry about these things like getting your car broken into. I'm sure it happens, but like I said before, it's a lot less in Murrieta and Temecula than probably any place that I've ever lived in Southern California. You really just don't hear about it. Okay, so weather. I've read a few things online that say Murrieta is around 5 degrees warmer than Temecula. I don't see it or don't feel it. Doesn't really affect me that way, but both places love the weather. Number one, it seems like you get sun 320 days a year. Number two, unlike the beach, it's sunny in the mornings. A lot of times at the beach, we'd wake up for a month straight and there would be that June gloom, which I hated. Number three, it's cool in the mornings, warm in the afternoons, cool at nights, generally speaking. Obviously, that's a little change in the summer, but that's pretty much how it goes. Number four, rainy season, January, February, March. And by rainy season, it's not crazy. You might get a week where it rains 3 or 4 days, and then it's sunny for 5 or 6 days, and then it rains for 3 or 4. But you will not mind all the rain when spring hits and you look at all the mountains and they're absolutely beautiful. So That's pretty much the weather. You know, like today it's July, it's hot, but I don't even really care. It's 100 degrees. We're going to go to the pool at 4 and just hang out at the pool after work and yeah, enjoy our day. Traffic, I know I talked about it a little before. Just specifically, you know, I think the traffic is going to be more in Temecula, especially on like the surface streets. Reason being, like I mentioned, people come to Temecula more because they have the draw of the wineries and the casino and Old Town. So just more people are here. Obviously the traffic's going to be a little worse, but I don't find it bad. You know, I drive around here a lot. You know, sometimes even you know, during the evenings, people will tell you that it's bad, but go live at the beach and then come live here and you tell me what bad traffic is. And I'm not even bringing LA into the question. Go live in LA for 2 or 3 months and then come here. It'll be like you're in the country. So, you know, it's all perception. I personally don't feel that the traffic is that bad. Now, if you're coming from a small town in Iowa with 100 people, you're going to think it's terrible. But overall, you know, if you have to go 2 or 3 miles to get somewhere, you know, it's going to take you no more than 10 minutes. So the future of real estate, I know I showed you on the video, you know, in regards to median home prices over the last 3 years. I'm just going to, you know, in my opinion, I think that trend is going to keep going. You know, I think that Temecula is going to stay ahead and maybe even pull ahead in the future. There is a lot there's a lot that draws people to Temecula, and that's going to keep going, and I think even more. I think people are going to start to know about the wineries more. There's more wineries being built. There's just going to be more infrastructure. So I think that in the future, if you're just looking for real estate and an investment, Temecula is going to be the winner on this. But there's nothing wrong with Murrieta. It's still going to grow. It just might stay at that 5 to 10% below, you know, median home price of Temecula. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. Again, make sure home search in the description. Call me if you need anything. Really appreciate that you're watching our videos. Hopefully they're helpful. And until next time, from Exploring Temecula,